I asked an enologist friend of mine, what's the most important time of the year for a vineyard? And he said, right after the harvest. When the harvest is over, it's over. The wine shows promise or it doesn't. But what's really important is to figure out how to make the wine better for next year. The other important thing is, how do I put that vineyard to bed? That's the most important time of the year because it becomes a building block for next year's vintage. In sales, just like the vineyard after the harvest, the debrief, right after the sales call or appointment, is incredibly important. You got to ask yourself, why did it go wrong? Or why did it go right? How do I change it? What are the facts? Where were my emotions during the sale? What do I tell myself after the defeat? Or what did I tell myself after the victory? 2 important points. We never seem to ask ourselves why things go right. You know, if I understand why it went right, I can habitualize what I did that was right, and I get into the habit of doing things right all the time. We always beat ourselves up on the things that went wrong. You have to practice to be an optimist. An optimist is a person who tells himself a good story after a defeat. It's a positive way of explaining a negative result. In a study with MetLife, Dr. Martin Seligman showed that salespeople who scored high on the optimistic test outsold everybody else at MetLife by 88%. I asked one of those guys who was top of the table. That's a guy that's not only $1 Million Round Table, but he is top of the insurance industry, the top 20. I said, you don't lose many sales, I'll bet. Well, what happens when you lose a sale? What do you say to yourself? He says, I know they're having a bad day. And he said further, he said, I'll keep calling till they're having a good day. That's what I call an optimist. What's your style? The best time to find out is right after the call is over. I'm Peter McLaughlin.